You know, it's all about the music, man. That's like my biggest passion. I just hope maybe the world can one day appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Living out my life like every day, really couldn't care what the haters say. Clap, 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 cause whoa man, you made it. Hey, I'm thinking ahead, not day to day. Thinking in my mind, man, I'm wasting my time. What major was what? Now you blowing these lines.
Alright guys, welcome to this car review. This will be my first ever car review, and today we are in my buddy Logan's 2005 G35 Infiniti, the two-door coupe model. This is a little weird for me. This is a very small car and I'm a very big person. And I've driven his car before. This is definitely not the first time I've driven it, but it's a very small car and I'm a very big guy. Logan's taller than me, but I'm certainly bigger than him. So his car has 131,000 miles on it. This car comes with a 3.5 liter V6 motor. Not sure which motor that is because I don't do a lot of import. I don't have a lot of import knowledge. I do know that this car makes probably 250 horsepower to the wheels, but for being such a small car, that is quite a good amount of power. And I mean, this thing definitely gets up and goes, and I mean, I'm sure I'll break the law later in the video. Do a little pull. And there's 60. So it's definitely not slow, and it's definitely not the fastest car in the world, but you can definitely have some fun with it. You'll see in other videos that I've done with him, you know, you can get the tail out, you can have some fun with it for sure. It's a quick car and it's fun, and they're not that expensive, but they're expensive to maintain because, you know, imports. So we're just going on a cruise, and I mean, so far it's really nice. We're on a bit of a cambered road here, so I mean, it obviously goes a little bit, but the ride is nice. It's not a bad ride. He's got decent tires on here. And his steering feels pretty sturdy. I mean, there's not a lot of play in the wheel. I mean, just like shaking it like this, and I can feel the car kind of going one direction. Now, it's funny, my mom also has this car, except she has the four-door version. And I drive that a lot. I drive it quite frequently. And I think that the four-door car, I think it has a bigger engine, a little bit bigger, maybe like 0.2 liters. But I notice it, and I think it's a more powerful car. It just feels more powerful, even though it's bigger, has two more doors, two more seats, a lot more in it. It weighs quite a bit more. I just think that it goes a little more. This one is definitely the more, you know, agile of the two cars. I don't know what the exhaust, I know, is definitely stock. And for those of you who know Infiniti has pretty good sounding exhaust. I'm not sure why. They just kind of got it right. It's got a single pipe coming up. The pipe splits, has the muffler in between the two exhaust tips. You know, it's got dual cats, which me and Logan have been thinking of taking it off, but he doesn't want to have to get it tuned, so it'll throw codes. So we've thought about just taking the muffler off of his car, but we just haven't gotten around to it. And the only reason we're really hesitant to do it is because he doesn't really want to lose the sound that the car makes. I mean, it already sounds really good. It's a nice sounding car. and I mean, you don't really need it. He says that if he could get the same sound but louder, he would do it. And we just haven't really figured that out yet, because there's not a lot of people who modify this car like that. Oh, there goes the 4-door version. So right around 3,000 RPM is where it, you can really feel the power kind of kick in. It goes over bumps really well. I mean, it's like any other car. You feel it. It doesn't ride as nice as my car, but that's because I drive a boat. I drive an old Buick that has big old fat tires and big old squishy suspension. And that thing, it rides great. This, I don't think rides as well. It's definitely more sporty, and you can definitely feel that. There's not as much body lean when you go around a corner. So compared to a Buick, it's better. Well, compared to my Buick, it's better. It has 235 rear tires, 225 front tires. It's got, basic, not springs. Well, yeah, suspension's got a basic suspension, nothing special to it. It's a live axle. Get a little bit of a sound for you here. Come down off this bridge, coming in a little hot. There's not really a cop down here. I don't see one. Also, this car is not as impractical as you might think. He, Logan, being a surfer, can fit his board in here. I don't know what size board. It's definitely not a short board, but he's able to open up the spot between his seat, or the rear seats, and the trunk, put his surfboard in the trunk, get it all the way up to the front of the car here, and be able to get his trunk shut. So it's not impractical. You can get groceries in it, you can carry 2 people in it, you can carry 3 people or 4 people if the other people have no legs, or they just have very small legs and they're very short and are about 12 years old. Because I've tried to sit in the back seats, and either my feet are up on the center console, or I'm sitting in both the seats with my feet in one and my head against the little the little window. Plus, if I try to sit straight up, ooh, underpass. Hold on, underpass. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of an awkward little turn there, and car handles it like a champ. Roundabout up here. Go around that with some haste. Well, maybe not. There's a lot of cars here. Also, I don't want everything flying around. No cars. Alright, Gucci. So, that was 30 miles an hour, nothing. I didn't feel any body roll, nothing. And I'm probably not going to take anything any faster than that, because, it's the middle of the day, and there are, police out, and I'm in suburban neighborhoods. It's kind of uncomfortable for me, because they have, like, the seat controls on the right side of the seat, and, if you aren't, 3/4 or a quarter smaller than what my legs are, the bolstering of the seat is kind of like jutting up into my thigh, and that's just kind of uncomfortable. And it's not the same in the passenger seat, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because when I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I like have my legs kind of like scooted up a little bit. The steering wheel on this car, it's a good size. Not terrible. You know, you got volume controls for all of the console, whatever stuff this crap is. You have cruise control. You have cruise control. That's it. The odometer and speedometer, you know, they're well lit. They're orange with a black background. When you're in Tiptronic mode, this is a manual car, so it has a Tiptronic mode, which is basically the poor man's shifter. Right in front of you is the numbers. You know, it'll say your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse or neutral. And it just has all your gears in it. And that's really easy to see when you're in Tiptronic and you're going pretty fast. You just kind of have to like jet your head down, and you got it. You know, there's a gas gauge, and then there's a temperature gauge. Well, that's it. You know, there is, you know, clock in the center, typical. Can't read it because it's all shiny. Infinity clock. Got dual comfort settings, so you know your passenger can have different temperature than you. Right now, I will just say I want to give a shout out to a couple people. First off, obviously, shout out to Logan. Thank you, bro, for letting me use your car. Always have a good time with it, and I really appreciate you letting me drive it on my own, seeing as we have history with driving each other's cars, specifically me and your truck and a tree. I didn't hit the tree, almost, but thanks, man, I appreciate it. Second off, I want to give a shout out to a couple guys who inspire me to keep doing this on YouTube, even though I'm not the most successful at it. You know, what am I getting, like 20-something, 30-something views a video? It's nothing special. I'm really nothing special. I'm just a guy who likes to make videos and put them up on the internet. First off, shout out to TJ Hunt Army, out there doing his thing in California. Much respect to him. Love your car, dude. It's sick. And, you know, I just hope I can be, you know, where you're at someday, you know, with 20,000 subscribers, dude. Huge props to you. Congratulations. You're literally, I think last time I checked earlier this morning, you were almost 100 followers away from 20,000, dude. That's huge. Congratulations, bro. Next, I want to give a shout out to Evan Shanks. I think he lives in Arkansas. It's bad that I don't know. Like, Arkansas, I think, because I think that's where he goes to school, yeah. And, you know, dude, you got one of the baddest Subarus around. That thing it just sounds gnarly. I mean, even in the videos when you have your windows up, you can just hear that thing just barreling down the road, dude. It's awesome. I want to do my last shout out to, actually, no, two more shout outs. One, shout out to David Patterson, you know, doing this thing out in Virginia. Got a nasty sounding Mustang 5.0. I'm a huge fan of that car, dude, and I'm a huge fan of you. You're the first YouTuber that first YouTube car guy that I actually subscribed to. And, you know, dude, you're one of the reasons why I came into this game. You're one of the biggest names in the game. And, you know, you just do things so well, dude. You got A1 quality content. And, you know, you're just an inspiration to me. Makes me want to do things better. And last shout out is to a non-car YouTuber, but, you know, everybody's heard of him. He's a huge name. Roman Atwood. Dude, you got the life I want to live. You got fans around the world. You got a great family. 2 great kids. Brittany's great. Mama's great. Kane, Noah, yourself, your brother, dude. You got what most people want, dude. And, you know, your quotes, smile more, dude. Everything you do is just great. It's some of the best stuff on YouTube. Your daily vlogs are great. right now I think you're closing in on like 600 views or 600 consecutive vlogs put up. You got some of the most popular pranks put up on YouTube, some of the most popular videos. And you know, what you do, man, is just, it's just some of the best quality YouTube work out there. And you're so humble about it. You're one of the best humans that I've seen. And you know, hopefully to all four of you guys, I hope that someday I get the pleasure of meeting you. I get the pleasure of getting to know you. And you know, it's just something I want to do. I want to be able to be part of that group, and I hope I can get there someday. Alright guys, just want to thank you for watching this video. This is my first ever car review. So I don't know how long it's going to be or how good it's going to be. I just hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to go follow and blow up the 4 people I told you about. TJ Hunt, Evan Shanks, That Dude in Blue, and Roman Atwood vlogs. 4 huge guys that I just love to watch. And I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.